Hey there, Tim here from Income TV, and today I'd like to share with you a few simple, low-risk investments for beginners. Before we get started, I just want to remind you that when you're done watching this video, be sure to leave a comment below to be eligible for our daily Comment Cash contest. Details of the contest are located in the comments below. Alright, let's get started. Today I want to get into a little bit of low-risk investing for beginners. I'm sure anyone interested in money, which would be maybe around the same number of people interested in breathing, has considered wading into the financial markets to try and make some cash. That's great, but the process is just way too overwhelming for people who have little to no experience interacting with the market. It doesn't have to be hard though. I'm going to share with you a few low-risk investments for beginners which will help you get your toes wet in the wide world of finance. Whether you simply don't have that much to invest to begin with, or you're unsure of taking that first step into unfamiliar territory, your aim is going to be to reduce your risk while maximizing your profit. Sounds simple, right? Well, here's the thing. It is. Let's get into a couple of ideas now. Low risk investment number one, indexes like the S&P 500. I'm going to define these terms in beginner-friendly language due to the nature of this video, so don't worry about getting overwhelmed. Basically, what investing in an index as opposed to investing in a single stock means is you are buying into an entire market instead of, say, one specific company. This is a method endorsed heavily by Warren Buffett. I'm assuming you know who that is, but if you don't, you need to know him. End of discussion. So how does investing in an index lower our risk? Simple. It straight up takes the guesswork out of investing. Instead of having to try to identify a single stock that will one day overperform, you're investing in an entire market full of proven companies and methodologies. Sure, the market itself can underperform, but you are diffusing your exposure to risk by, not putting all your eggs in one basket, if you'll pardon the cliche. It's not all about what you choose to invest in. There are some things that you should choose not to invest in as a beginner. One thing I want you to avoid is investing in mutual funds. Now, there are a lot of reasons why I believe this is a poor investment for low-risk hopefuls, but I'll just hit the major ideas and move on. Quick definition on what a mutual fund is. A mutual fund is a company that brings together money from many people and invests it in stocks, bonds, or other assets. Mutual funds represent a large part of the public's investment in the stock market. So why are they a bad fit for low-risk investment? Starting with the most obvious elephant in the room, they are generally just more expensive. I'm sure this is an easy concept to understand, but as you increase the money you've invested, you increase your risk. Besides being more expensive to get into, they can also be more expensive to get out of. There are frequently tons of fees and restrictions involved in the process of actually getting your money out of these type of investments. Also, keep in mind that your money is actively being managed by someone other than you. I'm trying to think of a way to put this charitably, but everyone has their own best interest at heart, not yours. That doesn't mean that these people want to screw you over, but it does mean that you're giving up your financial autonomy, your freedom, which is what you want. What's the most important concept for beginners to grasp when looking to invest with lower risk? I feel like there's a clear answer to this question, and one we see all the time from top investors. Mastering the process of asset allocation. Once more with a quick definition, but basically what asset allocation means is that you're lowering your risk of loss by carefully adjusting the amount of money you're investing in your individual asset types. This can include a lot of different stuff such as bonds, stocks, or even gold. It's a pretty gross oversimplification to say this, but we're basically returning to the idea of not putting all of your eggs in one basket. This is the crucial concept I want beginners to understand with regards to lowering their risk. You have to get good at balancing the amount of inevitable risk you're going to be exposed to. If you take literally one thing from this video, I want it to be that. And that's it. So what did we cover? We went over 3 simple tips all beginners should know when looking to make low-risk investments. First of all, we visited the idea of investing in indexes like the S&P 500 over individual stocks. Then we explored some of the perils and pitfalls of investing in mutual funds. Finally, we covered the concept of asset allocation, which really is the unifying theme to this entire idea. Diversify your investments, lower your risks. Implement a few of these simple ideas and you can be off the bench and on the field without losing your shirt. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it and learned something, give it a thumbs up below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and tick the little bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are released. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Thanks again for watching.